we're carrying on with the drainage. Pete's in the digger. Hi Pete! Guess what's happened? Again, another track's come off. I'd just like to show you Pete's face. The last thing I want to do is go through mains electric. I'd rather go through water any day than go through a mains electric cable. Pete! Pete! He is in a world of his own. He is living the dream in that digger.
Don't romanticise it, brute force and ignorance.
Good morning guys, so it's day 2 on our job and we're carrying on with the drainage. Pete's in the digger. Hi Pete! So yesterday you can see that we got all this dug out to here. I was very careful going around this route that was across here that wound its way through this, and then the clients have just said, can I cut it out? Never mind, it was fun trying to get around them. So what we're going to do today is continue getting this excavated up to over there somewhere, and then we're going to start getting this section of drainage in, and then we can get this backfilled then, and then we're all safe and covered over. So I'm not going to talk anymore, that's what we're doing. Let's crack on with it and get it done. So yesterday we got in this drainage run. It was a bit carnage, so I didn't really get in there to film it because it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, and we had to try and get all this in last thing. But you can see we've got our inspection chamber in here with our risers on. This is now set where it needs to be roughly. We've put a few little points of pea gravel underneath, so this is going to be set out now properly today by Pete and Joe. They're going to carry on getting this running, and then obviously get it all backfilled, pea gravel, then some MOT, and then we'll top it off with a bit of soil as well in the areas that needs it. Hi Pete.
Morning, how you doing, mate?
Alright mate. Then they're going to return this run up to here. We're just going to get 2 runs in for now because we still need to continue getting this dug out across here. So I've mentioned before, from that drainage run across here, we've got to put another inspection chamber approximately here, because up there there's going to be a bathroom and the soil stack is going to come down this corner inside there, down and across to here. So we need to get this excavated so we can get this all sorted out in preparation, ready for basically the bathroom to be converted upstairs. So I'm going to get this run dug in first, and then we can get all this area backfilled, and then there's lots of drainage, long runs, then we can do our last run then straight up there and get that in, and then we can get it all backfilled over, and then we can continue with our works. Right, enough talking, let's get some work done. Morning guys, so it's another day on site, and guess what, we got more digging. More digging, Pete.
Morning, mate, how you doing?
Alright mate, alright. So we had a little incident with our tack barrow yesterday. Again, another track's come off. There's something wrong with the tensioners, I think, isn't there, Pete?
Yeah, but to be fair, all it was is they're a little bit awkward to get to, so I think the last bloke, not putting any blaming, you know,
anybody, it wasn't anybody's fault. No, it definitely was somebody else's fault.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pig of a job just to get them tensioned right, so I think because it's all been clogged up with mud, it's
just popped off.
That's it,
we've had to limp it into this corner. She's out of service for now, but we still have one in the distance. She's ready to rock and roll, isn't she? So what we're going to do today, we're going to carry on digging up to here. We're going to be putting in a new inspection chamber just past this one. There is one under there, that's why the bore's down to protect it. We're going to be putting a new one in here, running straight across to there. There's going to be one halfway, which is going to take the new toilet waste into there, and then there's going to be another one just past that one over there, which is going to take everything from the kitchen. So yeah, we're going to basically crack on getting these runs in. It's just me and Pete today. Joe's swanned off somewhere nice for his holidays, so fair play, I'm only jealous, but at least we got the nice weather here with us anyway, so it's basically like being on holiday, but we're getting paid for it. Result. Right, so just a little update. We're obviously digging out this trench for our new soil pipes, our new inspection chambers and all that jazz. And what I do know is that in this part of the building over there, if you can see it, is the stopcock for the house, for the water coming into the house. I've been in some investigation outside and there were 2 7 Trent stopcocks. There's one in that corner and there's one in line with that post over there. So any time now I'm expecting to come through, well, come across, not go through, get a car, come across a water pipe. All this down here, this has all been laid on sand and cement. You can see the makeup here, we've got some MOT in there and whatever, so this has all been nice and solid. And now all of a sudden it's changed and this has just been laid on sand and there's some weed membrane underneath it. So that suggests to me that this ground has been dug up after this was laid, because this is a different makeup. I could be wrong, it could be the other way around, but it would make sense to me because we're nearly in line with where I'm suspecting this water pipe to be. So I'm now going very, very cautiously, because the last thing I want to do is go through a water pipe. Water mains aren't nice things to go through. Let me show you something else as well that we found. We originally thought that we'd found the water coming in, but upon closer inspection, found this here, which looks like it could be an old lead pipe or whatever, and we looked at it a bit closer and realised it was wrapped. So we went into the house and had a look and then realised it was mains electric. So luckily I'd been quite careful with the bucket and I'd just grazed it. The last thing I want to do is go through mains electric. I'd rather go through water any day than go through a mains electric cable, because that bucket would be bye-bye. I'd probably be alright, but I don't think Tony would be too impressed when I blow his digger up. So yeah, I was just lucky on that one. Back to the water, it looks suspiciously like any moment now I'm going to come across this water pipe, so I'm being very cautious. But what I'm going to do, in the gesture of goodwill, because it would be hilarious for you to watch, obviously not hilarious for me to experience, but I'm going to put a camera down here, so if it does happen, the inevitable, not the inevitable, if the unthinkable happens, then you will see it all in its glory. Hopefully you're just going to see me find the pipe, dig around it and job done, but just in case, the camera will be rolling. We're going to try a new place for breakfast. We always have fry up Friday, and today is no exception. It's Friday, so it deserves a fry up. But after our breakfast, which I might show you, it depends how good it is, we are going to carry on with our digging. So yesterday we carried on around here. Pete was having a nice little go, and unfortunately we hit a water main. Whoops. So the one that we found, well, that we thought we were going to find over here, we never found. So obviously that was actually below our trench for our pipe work. They're meant to be at 900 a water main, and obviously this one is. And then when you come over here, they've installed this one, obviously higher than 900. That is basically a tee off from the house, which feeds the garage tap over here, which obviously, you know, we weren't to know. It happens. It's all fixed now. The client's got the water back on, so that's all good. But obviously it's panic stations when something like that happens. So what we're going to do now is just basically get the rest of this dug out, because obviously we have to quickly get everything out of the way and get all this sorted. So we'll get the rest of this scraped out and continue that across to here. So we're going to be putting a new inspection chamber in here. The reason why we're not doing it in the same place is because we want to get all these runs in, get everything ready, get our channel across here to where our new soil stack's going to be, which will be roughly in that corner over there, and then get everything ready, and then we can literally do a quick swap over, so the client has no loss of facilities. Well, there will be a loss, but just for a very short period of time, because everything will all be installed, and we can just literally go pop, do a little connection there, little connection over there, and that is it. It's all about making it easy for the client and obviously easy for us, so we haven't got to mess around with everything being really difficult and whatever. We can just slightly change the route of it, bring it over slightly, and that's it. We're good to go. That's the plan. I'm gonna go and get breakfast now, because we need breakfast. We're hungry and it's Friday, so after we've had our breakfast, we're gonna get cracking on with this. Also, it's Friday, which means tidy Friday, so we're gonna have a nice clear up of the site. It is our first week here, so it's not messy, but you know, we're just making sure things like this. So basically we've allowed to get a grab, that our grab lorry won't actually fit through the gate, so the grab lorry is going to have to sit on the other side of the fence, which means he's going to have to grab over. So our nice pile here, Pete is just manoeuvring. Hi Pete! Pete! He is in a world of his own. He is living the dream in that digger. Basically he's getting everything moved over to there, so the grab lorry can just come over and easily grab it and take it over the fence. Hi Pete! There we go. So yeah, we can just get all that shoved over there, and then when the grab lorry comes we'll also have the digger handy, so if we do need to get any further over so he can reach, we can do that nice and easily. Right, the fry place is definitely open. I need to go. See you soon. Good morning guys, it's Monday morning and the weather's took a bit of a change. Good old England, we love a bit of fog, rain, sun, sleet, all of it in like 1 week. Anyway, enough whinging about the weather. It's going to be a good week regardless of the weather. So first job, we've got to carry on getting our trenches dug out. So you can see there where we've got another outlet coming. There's going to be a downstairs toilet over here, and that is going to be the waste for it, so that will run out across this point and join onto our run here with another inspection chamber there. So we can basically carry on with all this. Once this is in, we're then going to get our pipework set and our chambers set across here. We're going to do a bit of a temporary into here. You can see where we've got our soil stacks here. So this one here is going to be null and void, so we can be rid of that because this building is coming down, if you remember. This one here is going to be moved into the corner over there eventually, and that will take the new bathroom upstairs and just bring it down here so it's nice and tidy and out of the way. So we're going to basically couple onto this at the minute and just run a temporary pipe running straight away across there and just dropping down into the chamber, which is just directly underneath this board there, like I say, as a temporary, because we've got to obviously dig footings, we've got to bring all this floor out. Oh, there's lots of work to go on, so we can just have a temporary pipe running across here, which will just make our life a little bit easier, and then we can get all the other runs in. And then we've got some more digging to do down the far corner over there, so we can get that done. Once all this is in and set, we know what we're doing then, and we can just crack on with that area over there. Pete is just doing a bit of tree surgery. Hi Pete. Yes, he's got the bow saw. So we've got Mickey Jordan coming today to come and collect a load of soil to get rid of some of this. He's going to have to basically just pull up over in the road because we can't get through that gate. So Pete is going to be on the big digger, just basically help feed that soil over that way to him so he can just grab it and take it, and that's gone. That is today's job and journey. So we'll set up a time lapse and you can watch us working. Right, so we've got all our trenches in now. We had a bit of collapse on the side, so we've just sorted all that out, dragged all this back out, and now we're ready to get things set. Pete is just about to get a load of pea gravel. We've got our laser set up, we know what falls we need, what height we need to be at, so we're basically just going to work from this point, get this run in. We've got another manhole to go in here, like I've said. We've dug that bit out there, and then we're going to put this chamber into here. And then for the minute, we're going to leave this because we want to get everything in, all these runs in. We've got this long run down here. There's another chamber to go in about there, I think it is. Yeah, about there. You can just see the chambers sat there. So that's going in there. We're going to get basically all the run in, apart from this section. Then we're just going to basically move this out and get our joint in. So all that means is that the client has still got facilities to use all the toilets and everything. And it would just be a case of an hour or so, getting this sorted, and then we can do the changeover, and then they'll just be back in action on the new system. Just a little bit of preparation just means that then they can just carry on as normal, you know, without any hindrance or anything like that. I'm getting distracted by running water. Tap is dripping. Right, I'm just gonna crack on. Should we do it, Pete? Let's do it. I'd just like to show you Pete's face. Guess what's happened? So we've lost one of the tap barrows. The track came off and basically the tensioner was knackered, so we're waiting for that to be repaired. But now, because we're driving around on this pea gravel, it's basically just got jammed in the wheel here in this cog, and it's clogged it and we can't move it. So we're gonna have to take the track off for this one as well, aren't we, Pete? Yeah.
Hooray.
Hooray, hooray.
Yeah, hooray.
Okay. That's put a bit of a stop to play, but we've got to do it.
A few moments later.
Look at Pete's face now. Yay! Doing his happy dance. So basically, just a bit of a, should we say brute force, or just
basically
general
yeah,
tickling?
Yeah, no, don't romanticise it, brute force and ignorance. So basically, you got a lump hammer, and then just hit it until all the stones came out. So yeah. That's what you call a Fred Flintstone fix, isn't it?
Yabba dabba doo. So guys, we have been getting this in. You've seen we've been using our laser level. We've been basically measuring between the points and then dividing that by 60 to get our fall, and then basically working out the height difference we need to be. So that's basically how you use a laser level. But yeah, anyway, so we've been getting that obviously to make sure all our inspection chambers are right, and then that gives us our right fall right the way across this pipe run. But another thing, a little top tip, I can say it quite fast, top tip. Basically what we're doing, we've got a 6 foot level here, and at 60 inches, thank you to my glamorous assistant, at 60 inches we have placed a 1 inch bit of timber. So what that means is that from 0 to 60 inches, that 1 inch bit of timber is basically our fall. So when we put this level on our pipe, the level should read level because we've got our drop there. So hopefully this works. Put that on, and voila, we are well within the realms of what we want to be for our drainage. If anything, we've got a little bit more.
But it's about,
we've got a couple of mil extra fall on that, which is good. It's not a bad thing to have a little bit more fall. So we are well within the realms of where we want to be. So that just makes life easier if you just can be putting in straight runs like that. Obviously it doesn't work if you've got a coupler in the way, you need to get over that.
To be fair,
if you mark where it is and bridge over the top like that, you'll be perfectly fine. So yeah, we are good. That is top tip for the day. Right, so we've got in this section now. This is all in and in place, exactly where it needs to be. Got it all backfilled with the pea gravel, so we're just going to top this off now with MOT. You probably saw from the time lapse that we've changed the original position. It was going to be here as per the plans, but upon closer inspection of the plans and where all the soil pipes are going to go, because it's going to be in that corner, we didn't want it to come this way and then go down, because it means that our fall is working against itself. It's going back to go that way. So this way now, we're just going to literally drop down there and come straight across into here. So there's no going against the flow to go up this way to then go back that way. It's just going to come straight across and into that and then run down. We've also moved this one as well. We've moved that slightly down this way. You can see it was there and now we move it to there. That just gives us a little bit of extra play in this room here, just in case there's anything that changes or whatever. We're guaranteed that we're away, because there's going to be a wall internally that will sit sort of there, and this soil pipe is going to need to come on the inside of that wall. So at least like this now we can bring it in, and then we can do whatever alterations we need to, either inside or outside, just to make sure we're exactly where we want it to be. But this is all in now, set in stone, quite literally set in stone, and then tomorrow we can carry on with this run. We'll obviously get this topped off with MOT, so it's all nice and level, flat out here, so the clients can walk around easily, and then we can get the tack bar around here as well to make our life easier. Anything for an easy life, isn't that right, Pete? Yes. Now we've lost an hour because we did the clocks yesterday, so we want to go home, don't we?
Yeah, too right.
Yeah.
5 o'clock now.
Yeah. Hang on, shouldn't it have been like 3 though?
We've lost an hour, so 4 is 5.
Yeah. See, it has been a long day. I can't even figure out how a clock works. On that note, goodbye. Bye, Pete.
Bye.
Bye.